Hi guys, I am re-recording this because we had a little technical issue. This is a really quick dose of inspiration for your second to last day on this epic spiritual fitness plan. I'm going to get right into it. This one is all about the one being whatever you want to call it, higher power, God, the universe, whatever makes you happy, but this idea that there is something bigger than us that is infinite and eternal. And why that is incredibly practical and not totally esoteric is because we need to access an infinite amount of resources to get the job done. We have at our fingertips an infinite amount of money and time and inspiration and energy and support. And even though we don't know it, we are the ones who are controlling the flow of how much we are receiving right now in this moment. And we have everything we need to accomplish our goals. It is up to us. Rabbi Noah Weinberg of blessed memory said that if one man, Hitler, can destroy 6 million lives, then surely one man can save 6 million. And as it turns out, Rabbi Noah Weinberg himself may have had a hand in saving 6 million people, and that is because he had many students, and those students had many students, and on and on and on. So how incredibly profound and prophetic his words ended up becoming in his own life. I think this is a huge message to us of the tremendous power that we have. You have only one life. It is up to you as whether or not you're going to take advantage of your time or not. We have a lot of time. Sometimes people ask me, how do you get everything done? You have a job and you have kids and you have side projects that you're involved with. And the answer is, I have plenty of time to get everything that I want to accomplish done. I make my priorities. I choose how I spend my time. If something is important to me, I'm going to do it. And you're the same way. You can do anything you want. You want to get rid of that weight? Do it. You want to have a better marriage? Do it. You can do anything. You want anything in the world. I mean, we really don't realize how much power is in our hands. Moses was the most powerful prophet that ever lived, and he used his power to do good. And then you have Bilam, a prophet who was as powerful as Moses but used his power for evil. You can choose if you want to let your powers sit and get stale. That's up to you. Or if you want to use your powers for things that are not worth your time and energy and money, that's up to you also. But if you use it right, if you use your resources for the right things to maximize yourself and to maximize your goals, you have an infinite supply. It is no big deal for God to give you $10 million to get done what you need to get done. Whatever you need, it's at your fingertips. The God that split the sea can certainly give us a few extra dollars or a little extra time to get what we need to get done. At certain public speaking engagements, I mentioned this story, but I don't think I've ever mentioned it here, and it's incredibly inspiring. I highly recommend you check out Arthur Borman's story on YouTube. It's a beautiful video that he did. If you're not incredibly moved, then you did not watch closely enough. He is a 47-year-old vet from a paratrooper from the Gulf War, and he badly injured his back, and he ended up having doctors tell him for 15 years that he was never going to walk unassisted again. He's morbidly obese at the beginning of the video, and he's walking with canes, and he looks miserable, like beyond the weight, beyond the lack of movement. He looks like a miserable person, and like as if all the light has just been drained out of him. And then suddenly, you know, he's going through all these different diets and nutritionists and exercises, and nothing's working, and he finally hits upon this thing called DDP yoga, which I don't know very much about, but supposedly Diamond Dallas Page, some wrestler, is responsible for this yoga, and he tries it, and he says his motto is, just because I can't do it today doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to do it someday. And he sticks with it, and in 6 months he loses 100 pounds. Within the year, he is walking unassisted, running unassisted, doing physical moves that you and I could never dream of doing. We can choose to take our power and unleash it internally, or we can take our internal power and unleash it into the world. Even a small example, a woman in my community who is a fitness and nutrition coach. She is so enthusiastic about fitness and nutrition. I literally see the thinning of my entire community because of her enthusiasm. It's unbelievable. One person's power, big, small, whatever the idea, it is yours to have. This is your life, and it's your one shot to make it something special. And this month is the most important month because we are given a promise of unbelievably exponentially multiplied power, that whatever energy we put in right now in these moments to making ourselves improved and to really doing an introspection and being honest with ourselves and auditing and working on ourselves, we are going to see the fruits of that far more than any other time of year. So don't let this time go by. I really hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully it's a boost of inspiration and a final wake-up call, because this entire last 2 weeks, all we are needing right now is one thing, and that's your motivation. And we've talked about it in a million different ways and different steps that we can get there, but ultimately it's going to be up to you and your choice. If you're going to get motivated and get up and do something. I'll end with this. Mel Robbins, a motivational speaker and writer, talks about the 5-second rule. It's not when food drops on the floor. It's when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, she goes backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You want to wake up at 5:30 in the morning? Don't wait for your alarm to go off a second time. Count in your brain 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pop back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then get into the gym. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then write that thing that you've been meaning, write that book that you've been meaning to write, or send that email, or make that phone call, whatever you've been putting off. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't let your brain talk you out of it. Don't let any part of your lower self talk you out of doing something that's going to make you happy, successful, and live a meaningful and fulfilled life. I'll see you guys tomorrow for our last episode of this epic spiritual fitness plan. It's been one crazy ride with you guys, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. Bye.